It's November 5th as I record this, and with fireworks blaring in the street outside, filling the sky with a cacophony of bangs and whistles, I am stuck inside because I own 2 cats, and the thought of venturing outside, opening the back door even on a night like tonight freaks me out now. So, we're going to finish these reviews. I am here with a mauled Uatu The Watcher, who I am now going to build, and then we'll take a look at him, review him, the Build-A-Figure of this here wave, and then we'll take one last look at the Disney Plus Wave 2 Loki figure and What If figures, and review the wave in full. For starters, we've got our lovely little leggies that'll go on this crotch here. I assume we need to put that together first. There is on the front of the body this groove, which if you look very carefully up the cape, see if I can light it from here. Let's have a little look, see if I can make it clearer. Yeah, there you are. At the very top, there is a groove there. So this is the front of the robe. Then, whence that has been put in place, we'll connect the ribs, pop his arms on, give him the little cape bit at the back, which I guess is there just to cover up the... I don't really know why there's that bit at the back. Oh no, I'm an idiot. That's his collar. It goes that way. Aha, I'm a moron. And then once we've done that, we'll put his cloak on him and his big old bulbous head. And we'll take a look at the Build-A-Figure for the Watcher. Wow, have I just been put through my frickin' paces with this guy. Okay, Articulation. His feet pivot and move forward. He's got double joints in the knees, joints in the thigh, and joints in the crotch, but those joints are completely useless and don't matter because his skirt is sculpted. I recommend putting the legs on the lower torso, and then putting the lower torso up through the skirt, and then squeezing his thighs for dear life as you try and keep that piece in one place and get the click of his ribs onto the lower torso piece to happen. I didn't manage to get it to happen. His upper body's absolutely going to detach in warm weather. The arms pigging into the side, his right arm pigged in perfectly fine. The right arm has got a single joint at the elbow and the wrist is articulated. The left arm is still likely to pop out at some point because it didn't click, no matter how much force I put in. The arm has upper arm articulation, double joints at the elbows, and his wrist does the thing. When you've put the arms in, put the collar into his back in the peg hole provided. Then pop his head in, or pop his head on and then the collar. That's going to take a bit of wrangling as well to do. I didn't even get a... It just managed to get in place. And then slide the cape over the top, because if you do it that way, the cape sort of covers up the collar and it's easier to faff around with. He is a very imposing figure. He looks very cool and mysterious and Watcher-like. He's very bloody tall. You can't really do much with him once he's built. Now, to be fair, you're not going to be doing many action dioramas with a Watcher figure anyway. But for all the effort that I went through to try and get him to actually click together, you kind of hope at the end that you're going to get something that you could maybe do something with. As it stands, he's more a display piece with posable arms. That's not the worst thing. A lot of Build-A-Figures in recent years have ended up just being display pieces for the most part. Things like the Molten Man creature from Spider-Man Far From Home, for example, is just it's a display piece. Captain America's wings from the first Disney Plus wave, he's a display piece. Like you know, whatever, Trevor. He's also very tall, as you'll see in just a second when we bring the whole wave back together for me to give my thoughts on the whole thing. So here are the What If characters all together. As you can see, Uatu is rather imposing and very tall compared to the rest of them. Tallest of the figures being T'Challa, which I didn't expect. Actually, Captain America might be slightly taller when fully erect, but he currently isn't. Special mention for this wave goes to the one figure based on a different show, Sylvie from Loki. I think this is my favourite figure of the wave. There's just something about her stance, the design, the sculpt, the minimal but helpful accessories being the swapping of hands, the fact the cape is removable. I think the blade is a really unique accessory, a really unique weapon. She looks good opposite or alongside the Loki figure from the series, and of course alongside any of the Loki figures you may have, being a variant of Loki herself. She's just pretty damn sweet. I also kind of feel more invested in her because I had to fix her head. I had to repair her head. So maybe I'm just biased because I put the work in. But the Sophia Di Martino likeness and everything, I think Sylvie is the standout figure of the wave. If I'm completely honest, she's the standout. So she's my recommend. If you're only picking up one figure from the wave, I recommend Sylvie. As for the What If figures themselves, let's have a little look down the parade line. Doctor Strange Supreme is a pretty decent figure, weirdly slimy cape, but might look better with a figure stand or levitation stand for display purposes. I do recommend, if you enjoyed that episode and you are interested in picking up the figure, yeah, go for it. Definitely do. He looks really creepy. Another member of the Guardians of the Multiverse is T'Challa as Star-Lord. The likeness to cartoon Chadwick Boseman is wonderful, and it's sort of weirdly melancholy and oddly bittersweet to think that this is the last Chadwick Boseman themed action figure that we are definitely going to get from the MCU range of stuff. Rest in power, King. Wakanda forever. It's a cool one, not essential as a pickup unless you really want to get the wave. Same with Heist Nebula. She's kind of cute, kind of fun, but only really works A, with a figure stand. She can't stand up to save her life. And B, alongside T'Challa to create a pair of characters from that same story. Moving along to Captain Carter. Definitely the best cartoon likeness of the range. It's so clearly Hayley Atwell. Whether you'd seen her in the episode or not, you'd be able to tell that it was Hayley Atwell. The costume is bright, bold, really fantastic. I kind of wish that she were bulkier almost. Like I said, a slightly fuller figure and maybe a little bit taller. Just really, really go for it. But all in all, very, very cool. Again, if you liked the figure, I do recommend picking her up, but be prepared to battle with her weird ankles. Zombie Captain America was a surprise hit. I was not expecting to like him as much as I did, but feck me, it is a great sculpt and a really unnerving addition to the collection. Must have for horror fans. And Zombie Hunter Spidey is cute. He's fine. He's nothing particularly special, and if he's your only Spider-Man figure, it's a bit of a weird choice. But again, pair him up with a character from his story, instantly improves it. I would love to get hold of the Hydra Stomper deluxe figure. Just can't afford it right now, but if anyone out there's feeling generous, let me know. PayPal link and Amazon wishlist link are down below. Maybe if I paired up Peggy with the Hydra Stomper, she'd look even cooler because she'd be with Steve in his armour. The Build-A-Figure of Uatu. Is he worth picking up the whole range for? If you're not a fan of these shows, or none of these figures are screaming out to you in particular, I wouldn't make the extra effort on this one to get Uatu. This isn't a, Thanos or Cap's Wings kind of level, a giant man sort of dealio, because he is just really a display piece, and like Cap's Wings, where that's a display piece, but you get a Captain America by the end of it. He's just kind of there. However, if you enjoyed the show like I did, and you enjoyed Loki as well, and you'd like to just add some more to your MCU Marvel Legends collection, I'd say go for the wave in that instance. You're not going to be disappointed. You'll have a lot of fun with the additions, and they're pretty cool overall. What did you think of the Disney Plus Wave 2 Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure set featuring The Watcher? Did you like it? Was there a favourite figure for you in the range? Would you pick it up? Have you picked it up? Have you had breakfast today? Have you called your mum? Maybe do some of those things first. But after that, you could show me some support by going to my Amazon wishlist. Link is in the description. Picking up figures for me to review. And of course, I'll give you a shout out from the note that you leave. Or you could help me out in a free way. You could like the video. You could subscribe. Spread the word. And keep an eye out for more future videos here on Official CDJ. I'll catch you another time. Goodbye.